This is my WebCor Ravinia model 1139. Just taking a walk through. Take a look at the operation. See what kind of stuff needs to be replaced, repaired. Nice giant grill on the front and two speaker grills on the sides. To turn it on, we turn the middle knob. And press. There we go. So I can hear the tubes warming up. This is supposed to be an automatic turntable, or record changer as it were. This is the size sensing the feeler arm, which rests on the edge of the next record to be played and determines which speed and where the needle should sit once it lands on top of it. So you can hear that there's a little bit of rubbing underneath the platter, some clicking from the motor or the drive belt. And what's supposed to be an auto start and stop doesn't seem to be working on this. The tone arm is supposed to lift off, go to the position where the feeler arm had just felt the width of the record, play through, bounce back, drop the next record. Mine doesn't quite do that. Some of the gearing still works, but not that part. The speed is controlled by a knob in the front right. You can play 78s, 45s, and 33s. All of the sound knobs are on the right side of this. We have audio level, treble, and bass. You can hear that there's quite a bit of dust in there. And with it turned all the way up, there's solid hum. So some of that's due to the actual knobs themselves, and some is due to presumably the tubes. It does have the original 45 adapter as well, which sits on here, and so it sits on there and just lets the 45s down with each completed record. There's a lot of resonance in the tone arm. So let's take a look at what's inside. Inside the cabinet are two 10-inch woofers on each side, and there's a small, looks to be about 3-inch tweeter in the center. So all of that grill space is not used. It's pretty much just for aesthetics. In the upper left, underneath all of the control knobs, is the tube amplifier. All of the tubes are pretty well blacked out, not glowing very brightly. Glued to the bottom of the case is the schematic for repair. Along the back are two RCA plugs and a switch that determines whether or not it's used for input or output. And also the riveted placard with the model number. That's pretty much it from back here. A little bit of space for the record storage. Let's see if we can get the lit up tubes. Barely. So because the needle looks like it's been run across sandpaper, I will not be trying to play a record on here. but I will test out the amp with the input from my iPhone. Nothing. Oh, there's a little something. Quite a bit of corrosion on these terminals, it looks like. So the tube amplifier functions. It's a nice little status light. The quality's not great, but better than I expected, actually. One thing that's important to note is this is not a stereo turntable or amplifier. Both of those 10-inch woofers are wired in series, and there is only one tweeter in the front. But still gives a decent sound, and those two ports on the side of the tweeter give a kind of an interesting soundstage. You can see through the grill a little bit here on either side of where the tweeter sits.